Hey everybody, this is Kohdok here, and it is March 5th, which means it's my birthday. So we're going to be doing lots of fun stuff today, although, as you guys might know, I put out a P.O. box a while back, and I've been kind of worried because I haven't really been getting a lot of stuff in this, and I'm like, oh no, did something happen? But it turns out it's because everybody was timing it so that they would all arrive on my birthday. Aw, you bunch of softies. So, let's see what we got inside the birthday box today, although, quick disclaimer: if you sent me something and you don't see it in this video, it's probably because it's gotten lost in the wonderful situation our country's mail system is in. I know there was at least one package meant for me that was supposed to have been here by now, but is stuck in limbo somewhere in West Virginia. I don't know if like the Mothman stole it or something, but anyway, let's see what we got in the box today. Ooh. Oh, we got It's Princess Peach cat amiibo. Yeah, this one comes from family. I'm not sure why. They get me a lot of like Princess Peach themed stuff. I mean, she's not even my favorite Mario princess, but I guess out of like the main Mario cast, she's my favorite character. I have like a lot of like Princess Peach merchandise because they just make a lot more for her than they do for Big Daisy Energy over here. But yeah, as a result, now I own every single Peach amiibo that's come out. So, thanks, family. It's a bit like, Disney World. Apparently, I'm the Tinkerbell guy at Disney World because the first time I went to Disney World, they were having this big promotion, and I got some stuff for that. And now, whenever I go to Disney World, everyone's like, "Hey, John, we got you some Tinkerbell stuff." And I'm like, "Oh, joy." So, thanks, family. Anyway, let's move on here. So, up next... looks like we have a little game called Cafe Quatch. Now, this is a game prototype that somebody sent me, so it's technically still in playtesting, so I can't reveal too much about it. But it's a game that's kind of supposed to be like Dominion Light. It is a market builder game, a market deck builder game, where you start the game with like a deck of low-value cards, which you then use to exchange and buy cards that are more valuable to end the game with the best deck or whatever. The most popular and well-known version of this kind of game is, of course, Dominion. Though Dominion's also kind of huge. It comes in this like big, daunting box. It has so many cards. It has a lot to do. So it doesn't surprise me that people have tried to make light versions of it. I was also sent a game called Potion School. This one's actually on Game Crafter. That's basically the same way, where you start the game with like a little resource deck and build from there. Although something fun about this game is, like I said, this is a test game, so a lot of the cards are they're pretty basic. They have some really basic artwork, really basic like assets, and this is how your game is going to look while you're developing it, while you're making it for a design. Although the way the spirals are on the card does make it look like the corners are kind of nicked. But hey, this is a playtest card. Although I'd say you don't really necessarily have to put out generate like a full on like printed version of the playtest version of your game, or at least not too often. It's a nice thing to have around to show off to like curious strangers or to potential buyers or investors. But when it comes to like actually playtesting cards, seasoned playtesters, you can get away with sending them like a PDF with your cards on like 3x3 pieces of paper that they can print out, and maybe include a version that's okay to print out on like office printers, like a black and white version, so they can just run it off super cheap. But a lot of people, they'll just like take some leftover like common cards they have lying around and some sleeves and just slip the proxies in there like that. Like, this is a game that I'm actually working on making, that I just have the cards they're just printed out on printer paper and shoved in sleeves with reverse cards. So when it comes to finding playtesters, seasoned playtesters, it's really easy to set up a PDF or a Google Drive or something like that to have the cards there that they can print out and try for themselves. So another handy little tip here. Something that is a bit unusual about Cafe Quatch is that the resource cards have different color card backs from the treasure cards that you would buy them with. Each player starts with a deck of only the resource cards, 3 of each at the lowest level, but during their turn, they can take the top card of their deck face down, if it's a resource card, and slip it underneath the stack of the resource card they're getting, and then taking the card on top and dropping it in the discard pile, essentially going for an upgraded resource. Like the basic resources are worth 1 point, the upgraded ones are worth like 2 or 3. Not entirely sure the logic behind that. I guess it's so that you're putting in your resources blindly, so you don't know if you're accidentally putting in one of your 2 or 3 point ones instead of your 1.1. I'd ask the designer, humor me, try a game where all of the card backs match. You can just put the cards in sleeves to do that. And instead you upgrade the resource cards from your hand instead of from the top of your deck. I'd say give that a try. I can definitely see some interesting possibility with the game by knowing what resource card is on top because of how brightly colored they are. It's essentially public knowledge, so you can plan around what your opponents will have next turn. It might add an interesting wrinkle to the gameplay. I know since this is like a standalone game, it's not a trading card game. It definitely has some interesting potential in that regard for that kind of play. Also, he sent me some trading cards, like some old 90s trading cards from like the same kind of span as you'd get in like the Galactic Empire's cards I was showing off. This is Roger Dean. Apparently they're trading cards based on the artwork of Roger Dean. I know I talked about Hyborian Gates, which is basically a game that's based on the art of Boris Vallejo. This is just straight up trading cards. He also sent me like a foil one that came in one of his boxes. So these are pretty neat. Maybe I'll do these as like their own thing if people are interested in it later. All right, that's fun. Thanks for sending me those. So up next we have wait, is this a massive set of My Hero Academia Mochibi plushies by Infinifan? Have you ever wondered, what if anime, but bean? No, don't turn me into a marketable plushie! This set is based on characters from My Hero Academia. I actually like My Hero Academia. My favorite superhero is Superman, and the person behind My Hero Academia clearly understands why Superman works as a character. It's why I love it so much. You can get all of your favorite characters, such as Scrub, Facepalm, Tongue, Kachan the Forever Mad, Super Smash Brother, Hot Ice.
I heat up the ice cubes. It's the best of both worlds.
And more. At least I hope there's more, because I didn't get Yaoyorozu. Anyway, these are fun little things. I know a lot of people like these sort of bean-style plushes because they're pretty easy to stack just about anywhere. You can stack them on top of each other. You can, stick them on a bookshelf or on your car dash, and these are pretty nice. You can tell they have like the full costume arranged, like Suyu here has like the little frog feet on her feet here. Aizawa comes in a plush as well, and he actually comes in a sleeping bag that actually unzips. It's hilarious. Also available in Dragon Ball form. Yeah, these guys actually offered to send me these a while ago. They just coincidentally arrived on my birthday, so into the box they went. All right, up next we have it's Gem Blenders. Oh boy, this is a game by a guy who's been following me for a while. It's a game where you set up a row of 3 heroes who can transform into more powerful forms in order to do battle. I'd swear I've heard of something like that before, but I just can't put my finger on it. Okay, I kid. It's actually very different. Rather than being like a game where you're trying to defeat all 3 of your opponent's characters, instead it's a bit more like League of Legends, and each of these characters is protecting a lane to your main source of power, your main life points, and you're trying to get the characters with the stronger stats so that they can both deal damage through your opponent's heroes and prevent the damage your opponent's heroes come through by transforming them by attaching these little resources called gems to them. It seems like an interesting concept, although the critique I've given his game already is that he really needs to bring somebody in to really slap up the visual design. He really needs to get his act together on the visual design, especially if, as he's told me, he plans to parlay this into a trading card game, because funny thing is the trading card part of trading card game actually matters a lot. Like, if you open up your, you get your binder and you open up your cards to show them off, people should see them and be like, whoa, those are so cool, man. Like, people should think your game is awesome before they even know how to play it. These are, after all, still technically trading cards. So if you can get that trading card element of your game up and running, the sooner you do that, the better. Although I think they sent me something else too, didn't they? Oh yeah, they sent me a birthday card, and not just a birthday card, but a card inside of the birthday card of me as one of their hero characters. Huh, neat. All right, up next we have Snapships Drones by Playmonster. I actually did a review of the larger sets of these before. I think they're neat. They're kind of like a Zoids blocks or one of those like old building systems for the new generation. These are meant to be sold at a lower price point. They only contain like a couple of bricks in there, but they got some interesting pieces, and you can actually buy them, and they come in like 2 sets of 3 that you can combine to make a larger form, and I've always thought that was cool. I really hope that moving forward they try to focus more on what they can do with the parts they already have, rather than generating new parts per set. I can't imagine that that's great on the budget, but still, they're neat. I'd say check them out. All right, and that should do it for... Wait, there's still something in here. It's MetaZoo? I've never heard of MetaZoo, though I've never met a zoo I didn't like. It's an IOU, an IO-Zoo, if you will. Oh, I'm on fire today. What we tried to send you didn't fit into the box, so expect something in the coming weeks. I wonder what that means. So yeah, that was a pretty fun birthday mailbag. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be happy to take a look at some of this stuff in more detail if you guys would like. I'll probably do a little video opening up these sets of trading cards. This was fun, and I hope we can do it again next year. My P.O. Box is still open for another couple of months, so if you want to send me something to look at, something to review, I'm still happy to look at that. Like I said, if you were missed from here, it's probably still in the mail, and I'll get the chance to look at it when I get the chance to look at it. So yeah, that's a look at what I got for my birthday. So until next time, happy birthday to me, and this is Kohdok signing off.